All right, let's talk about something that's on a lot of our minds, how AI is changing our jobs. But it's not just one story. It turns out your entire career path in this new AI world really depends on one single thing: what your company cares about more, making shareholders money or making customers happy. Now, just a quick heads up, what we're talking about today is part 10 of a 15-part series. It's all based on a really deep research report from Virtualization Options LLC. We're just scratching the surface here, but we're going to get into the juicy stuff about how these two different company types are creating totally different futures for their employees. So, let's just cut right to the chase with this question. Is the AI being rolled out at your job designed to make things cheaper, or is it there to make customers feel more connected? Seriously, the answer to this question changes everything about your career. It really boils down to two completely different ways of thinking. You've got the shareholder value camp on one side. In that world, your career path is all about how you impact the bottom line: return on investment, efficiency, hard numbers. But then you have the customer-focused world, where your career grows based on how well you improve the customer's life. It's like playing two totally different games. And, this split completely changes what skills are actually in demand. If you're in a shareholder-focused company, becoming an expert in AI-powered financial analysis or risk management is your golden ticket. But if you're in a customer-focused company, the skills that'll get you promoted are things like innovating the customer experience or figuring out how to use AI to personalize everything ethically. So what does this look like in practice? Well, in those shareholder-driven companies, you start seeing these new roles pop up, and they're all about control. Chief AI Officer, AI Risk Manager. Their job is basically to make sure the AI doesn't break anything or lose the company money. It's all about governance and putting up guardrails. Now, flip that on its head. In customer-focused firms, the new jobs are all about creating something new. A personalization engineer or a customer experience AI specialist, they're not there to manage risk. They're there to build cool, new, helpful experiences that make customers feel seen and understood. It's creation versus protection. Okay, so if the skills are different and the jobs are different, what does that mean for actually climbing the ladder? How you get from point A to point B in your career looks completely different depending on which of these worlds you're in. In the shareholder value world, it's pretty much a straight line up. You start by proving you can use AI to save money or make a process faster. Then you become the go-to expert in an area with a big financial payoff. From there, maybe you manage a bunch of AI projects, and finally, you're the one setting the strategy for how AI will make the company even more money. It's a very clear step-by-step climb. But over in the customer-focused firm, it's a totally different ballgame. It's not this straight ladder up. It's more like a web. They value something called cross-functional mobility. Basically, if you know AI and you really get the customer, they want you to move around, from marketing to product, from sales to support, and apply that knowledge everywhere. Your value isn't just climbing up, it's spreading out. And you can see this difference plain as day in how they measure success. Imagine it's your performance review. In one company, they're showing you spreadsheets with ROI and cost savings. In the other, they're talking about customer satisfaction scores and whether you showed good judgment, knowing when to let an AI handle something versus when a person needed to step in. And that idea of judgment, of knowing when a human is needed, well, that leads us straight to the big, scary question that's in the back of everyone's mind. And guess what? The answer depends entirely on which of these two worlds you're in. The shareholder-focused company often sees AI as a tool for workforce optimization, which, let's be honest, is just corporate speak for cutting jobs to save money. But the customer-focused company sees it as workforce continuity. They use AI to take the boring stuff off your plate so you can do the more important, high-value human work. One sees AI as a replacement, the other as a partner. And this isn't just a feeling, right? The numbers back it up. Companies that actually invest in retraining their people, that see AI as a way to evolve their workforce, they keep 67% more of their employees through these big technological shifts. Training isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a survival strategy. And what's really amazing is that when companies do provide that training, it works. A massive 78% of people who get that support successfully move into new jobs that are either brand new or enhanced by AI. It proves that people aren't the problem. They're incredibly adaptable when you give them a chance. But, and this is a huge but, it has to be real. If the training feels like it's just for show, like the company is just checking a box before they lay people off anyway, engagement just tanks. It drops by 43%.
People can tell when you're genuinely investing in them versus just going through the motions.
So, when you pull it all together, you can see these are two completely separate career universes. The skills you need, the way you get promoted, and even how secure your job feels, it all comes back to that one core philosophy of your company. And that really is the big takeaway here. If you want to build a career that can withstand all the changes AI is bringing, the first thing you have to do isn't just learn a new tool. It's to understand the rules of the game being played where you work. So, I'll leave you with this thought. Now that you can see these two very different fields, you have to ask yourself, which one are you playing on right now? And more importantly, is it the one where you can actually win? Thanks for tuning in.